Roll out the red carpet and get your acceptance speech.
Because we've got your Backstage Pass to Hollywood. Backstage Pass starts now.
Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Backstage Pass, where we give you the insider scoop on everything entertainment. I'm Callie Corson.
And I'm Ryan Wall. We've got a juicy show for you. But before we delve into the gossip, let's take a look at what movies topped the box office this past week.
Rounding at number 5 in the box office this weekend was The Greatest Showman with just under $6,500,000 in sales. Number 4 was Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle with a little over $10,000. The 15 to 17 Paris came in at number 3 with over $12,500,000. And first runner-up was Peter Rabbit with $25 million. And no surprise here, 50 Shades Freed topped the box office this weekend with a grand total of $38,560,195. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
For one weekend, man.
Yeah, so you've noticed that like a couple of these movies have like really been in that top 5, like.
Yeah, The Greatest Showman and Jumanji have been in the top 5 since they've come out like in the box office. And I was looking and I was wondering how like they compared to the past few weeks. And I know our show that we did like over a month ago, The Greatest Showman was in the same spot as it is right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that just goes to show you how like they've captivated audiences and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And you said that your sorority went to see 50 Shades Freed this weekend. What was that like for them?
They did. They really enjoyed it. They said that it wasn't as good as the second one. A lot of them didn't like the first one, liked the second, and then said this one was just like, eh. But I've also heard people say they loved it, and there's other people that probably didn't read the books.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think especially anything there's, you know, something like that, there's always a big range of public opinion.
Oh, yeah.
One thing that I wasn't really surprised was that Peter Rabbit did very well.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of controversy over like the allergy scene.
Yes, I remember talking about that.
Basically what happened was Peter Rabbit launches a blueberry or like a fruit into a farmer's mouth, and the farmer has an allergic reaction, and some parents were fuming that like that was teaching a bad message or anything. So what do you think about that?
I feel like I understand the concern, however, you don't need to think that deep into it. You know, like it's a kid's movie, it should be funny, like, I don't know, that makes me angry.
Yeah, well, let's shift now and let's look at the movies coming out in the next couple weeks.
We found ourselves yet again with the 50 Shades movie, and it's safe to say that this one will keep the theme of the others. 50 Shades Freed is the third movie of the franchise, as is the final chapter of the story. Author E.L. James wrote the original books, which were picked up as movies in 2015. In the latest release, the audience picks up with Anastasia Steele and Christian Grey as they arrive home after their honeymoon. When an unexpected figure of the past creeps back into Anna's life, she is threatened and forced to choose the future of her family or Christian. This series has gained much attention over the past few years and continues to be popular readings and viewing material for audiences. As the saga ends, one must wonder how Anna and Christian will end up and if they will have their true love story. See the trailer for 50 Shades Freed.
Netflix is rolling out its newest original movie titled Irreplaceable You. The movie stars 2 lifelong best friends who fall in love as kids and grow up together. Abby and Sam find themselves in a heartbreaking situation soon after their marriage. Abby thought she was pregnant, but actually has cancer. This heartbreaking news sparks an idea for Abby to plan out the rest of Sam's life so he won't be alone. The film was released on Netflix last week. Christopher Walken and SNL's Kate McKinnon are 2 big-name stars featured in the movie. This movie shows a trend for Netflix, creating its own content without the help of traditional movie companies. This film is sure to hit you right in the feels during the Valentine's Day season. Here's the trailer for Irreplaceable You.
There's a new spin on a very popular childhood story. Directed by Will Gluck, Peter Rabbit is taking on a whole new adventure alongside Domhnall Gleeson, Margaret Robbie, and Daisy Ridley. The voice of Peter Rabbit is the hilarious James Corden, known mostly for his segment Carpool Karaoke. The film is a mix of live actors and 3D effects for all of the animals. It tells the story of a neighborhood that lived in peace for human and animals. Until a new neighbor arrives to end the tranquility, this movie is a great one for all ages and will surely bring back memories for the adults in the audience as well. Peter Rabbit is out in theaters now. Check out the trailer.
So, Irreplaceable You, very emotional movie. I know in the admissions office last week, we were all watching it and some of us were getting a little emotional about it. But what do you think about that movie? I think it looks really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I love any movie that has flashbacks in it. I think it just adds a really good touch to any kind of movie just because I love seeing background information, because in a lot of movies you don't get the background, you just kind of get the moment of what's going on. So it kind of reminds me more of a TV show.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the other thing is it just adds to that feeling that why she has to do it. Mm-hmm. And I think that Netflix is doing such an amazing job with new programming.
They definitely are. I know we talked earlier and you said it's either a hit or miss with Netflix, and it's so true, but hopefully this one actually becomes better and people enjoy it.
Yeah.
We were looking at the Game Night, that movie coming out. We really wanted to show a trailer for that, but the language in it was a little too explicit for our viewers. But it does look really interesting to see.
Yeah, but that one's more like a murder mystery and it's a little raunchier, so I think that's definitely a different contrast to what we've been airing tonight.
For sure.
So at long last, we finally can report that Kylie Jenner gave birth to a baby girl on February 1st. We have a producer waving her hand right now. Stormy Webster's birth was announced in the lead up to the Super Bowl, and fans around the world rejoiced as the months of speculation came to an end. No hyperbole. Jenner had never confirmed her pregnancy, instead choosing to keep it a secret so she could experience it for herself. She released a video and an Instagram post detailing these reasons after Stormy was born. The makeup mogul trusted family and friends to keep the big secret. Jenner's boyfriend, Travis Scott, is Stormy's father. Stormy is the second Kardashian-Jenner baby of the year, following cousin Chicago. The two will be joined by Khloe Kardashian's baby in the upcoming months. Kylie said that it was an emotional experience to be pregnant alongside Khloe, and the whole family has been supportive throughout the process. Chief Kardashiologist Katie Miladeo issued this analysis. Such brilliant marketing around the Super Bowl. Props to Kris Jenner. I watched the whole video and I felt like I was part of her journey. I am anxiously awaiting the official release of her first photo. I check Kylie's Insta once a day.
Don't we all? This week on the Billboard Top 100, Drake continues to hold the #1 spot for a third week in a row since its release with his hit song God's Plan. Following Drake is Ed Sheeran's Perfect in the #2 spot after charting the boards for 24 weeks. And in the #3 spot at its current peak position is Bruno Mars and Cardi B's Finesse after being on the charts for 6 weeks. Coming in at #4 is Camila Cabello's Havana, featuring Young Thug after being on the charts for 26 weeks. And still sitting at #5 is Post Malone and 21 Savage's Rockstar.
Netflix announced recently, speaking of Netflix, the list of movies and TV shows that will be added to their site in February. Among the list of new arrivals is old favorites Goodfellas, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2, and the Ocean's 11 films. While the new arrivals have gotten positive feedback, Netflix users have mixed emotions about the shows that have been removed. The popular streaming service shared the removal of some hit TV shows, with One Tree Hill and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia being on the list. Fans expressed sadness over the loss of their favorite TV shows, especially over the teen drama One Teen Hill. Chad Michael Murray, who played Lucas in the show, comforted fans about the show's departure in October, saying, quote, "Remember, you are all the heartbeat of OTH, and because of that, it will never be gone," end quote. Now, our correspondent Jerry will give you a scoop on an all-new reality show called The Bachelor Winter Games.
It's a winter wonderland for Bachelor Nation because they have aired their brand new spin-off, Bachelor Winter Games. Coinciding with the Winter Olympics, the contestants compete in popular winter sports, but it's not a medal they are chasing after, it's love. What makes the show especially different than previous Bachelor spin-offs is that it's international. So in addition to America's favorites, such as Ben Higgins, Ashley I, and Dean, we meet members from other countries that have competed on their nation's version of The Bachelor. Living under one roof in Vermont, the dating pool is expanded as contestants mingle with singles from Great Britain, Canada, Germany, China, Japan, Sweden, New Zealand, and Australia. Between the former New Zealand bachelor who tossed a coin to decide which woman to marry, a Chinese contestant that competed for a man who only kissed the winner, and a Japanese woman that doesn't speak English, this series is out to prove that love has no borders. Bachelor Winter Games airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. on ABC for a limited time only. I highly recommend you check it out. Well, that's my pick for this week. My name is Jerry Ann Tripodi, and I will see you next time.
Thanks, Jerry. Now let's discuss Valentine's Day. Whether you love it or you hate it, love was in the air all over Hollywood and beyond this Valentine's Day. Let's see how some of our favorite celebs celebrated February 14th. Former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle posted sweet nothings to each other on Instagram. Michelle even made Barack a playlist for Valentine's Day that included songs like At Last and Halo. Neil Patrick Harris showed off his kids Harper and Gideon getting into the Valentine's spirit. David and Victoria Beckham posted some sweet messages and photos of each other, all cuddled up on the beach and at dinner on Instagram. Ryan Reynolds showed off the cake he personally baked for his wife, Blake Lively, and in a surprising turn of events, Kanye West returned to Instagram to wish wife Kim Kardashian West a happy Valentine's Day with what appears to be a handmade card that said, "Happy Valentine's Day, babe." Kim responded by posting a throwback picture of her and Kanye hugging with the caption, "I love you to infinity, happy Valentine's Day."
And to all of our viewers, happy Valentine's Day. We love you guys so much, especially our viewers in the mailroom, the Brothers residents. Shout out to our biggest fans. So anyway.
Let's talk about the Bachelor Winter Games. So The Bachelor has been on for how long? I mean, I don't personally watch it. I used to with my mom, but we know everyone loves it.
Do they though? Do they?
Who knows? Too much arguing on there for me and cattiness. But they have, this is what, their second spinoff? They had Bachelor in Paradise and now Bachelor Olympic Games?
Well, I mean, let's not forget about like The Bachelorette and like that whole franchise. Like, it's huge. And like the weird thing is, like, I feel like this is almost like an American Idol type thing where it's like an institution that'll never go away. Because like American Idol's back.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
You know, The Bachelor, it's just gonna go on forever and until people get tired of it, which.
Will it ever happen? Because everybody wants to find their love.
Yes, until roses go extinct.
Yeah, right, when we use all those up. That's great.
Yeah.
My mom's probably excited about that, though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that's another topic of conversation. So anyway, shifting gears, Uma Thurman revealed earlier this month the extent of her Harvey Weinstein allegations. For months, the celebrity has remained coy about her hatred towards Weinstein. During multiple appearances, she said that she was still angry and not yet ready to publicly discuss what transpired between the two. Weinstein threatened to derail her career multiple times and made unwanted advances. She finally broke her silence, adding to the chorus of Me Too allegations against the disgraced producer. Aside from the accusations against Weinstein, Thurman also revealed her feelings toward director Quentin Tarantino, whose films helped launch Thurman to fame. Thurman revealed that on the set of Kill Bill, she was forced to drive an unsafe car because Tarantino felt it was safe and would help the movie. Thurman crashed the car, leaving lasting damage in her neck and knees. She was denied access to the footage by Weinstein's company unless she signed documents saying she would not sue them for her pain. The actress divulged that it was torture to still see Tarantino and Weinstein during the press for the movie. She has since forgiven Tarantino, who remains apologetic and remorseful. As for Weinstein, she said she's also upset that she did not stop him sooner, believing that she contributed to his inappropriate advances towards other women.
Our correspondent Liana is now going to fill you in on the Olympics. Let's go, USA!
Hi, I'm Liana Graham, and I'm so excited because the 2018 Winter Olympics have begun. While Team USA is out racking up medals, celebrities and fellow athletes have a lot to say on Twitter. Let's take a look at some of the highlights so far and the encouraging tweets. Snowboarder Shaun White made history as he won his third gold medal in the men's halfpipe final. This win marked the 100th medal won by the United States. Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps tweeted, "Way to go, man. Nothing like a good comeback." while actress Rosie Perez said, "That was insane." Figure skater Mirai Nagasu shocked the world when she completed a historic triple axel, becoming the first American woman to complete the move. Among the many congratulations, actress Reese Witherspoon tweeted, "Mirai is making history." Mirai had a fangirl moment and tweeted back, "I watched Home Again on the way to the Olympics. You're my hero." To which Witherspoon sweetly responded, "You're my hero." How adorable. Snowboarder Chloe Kim entertained her fans when she tweeted, "Could be down for some ice cream right now," during a qualifying event. A fan responded, "Aren't you competing right now?" To which Kim shamelessly replied, "Yes." Kim also gave some funny advice to calm the nerves, tweeting, "I had 2 churros today, so if you ever get nervous, go eat a churro." Her advice must have helped since she went on to win gold. The Winter Olympics are off to a great start, and I can't wait to see how the rest of it plays out. Best of luck to Team USA. Let's bring home some more gold. Now back to Backstage Pass.
Thanks, Liana. On Sunday, February 12th, Prince Harry and his American fiancée, Meghan Markle, decided to release more details and information regarding their upcoming nuptials in May. The couple announced that the ceremony will take place at 12 o'clock noon on May 19th at St. George's Chapel in Windsor. There will also be a 2-mile carriage procession concluding the ceremony. The ceremony will be officiated by the Archbishop of Canterbury before an expected crowd of 800 family members and friends. They will also hold a reception at St. George's Hall after the carriage procession. The list is still being kept private, but some of the celebrity names floating around that are expected to be invited are Elton John, former President Obama and Michelle Obama, Rihanna, James Blunt, and Rod Stewart, just to name a few. It's also being reported that Prince Charles will host an after-party for his son and new daughter-in-law in the evening. More details are expected to emerge as the royal wedding gets closer. Backstage Pass will continue to bring you all the latest information as it comes out.
New York Fashion Week of February has arrived, the one time of the year when the best of the best get together and collaborate to put on the spectacular New York Fashion Week. There is no other place you can find teased hair, sleek ponies, and electric blue makeup all in the same place. Zimmerman's show was full of floral, shoulder pads, and very skinny heeled boots. The Bevza show featured a ton of lightweight white fabrics with black shoes. The models had natural makeup and sleek hair, creating an effortless feel. The Anna Sue show had metallic patterns, floral print, and lots of fur. New York Fashion Week is all about being over the top because that's the best way to make a statement and stand out.
With only 2 weeks left until the Oscars air, let's have Sydney fill us in on what we can be expecting this year.
The 2018 Oscars are right around the corner. They will premiere on Sunday, March 4th on ABC Network. It is a big year for the Oscars this year because it will be their 90th anniversary. Returning as host for this special event will be TV host and comedian Jimmy Kimmel. Some of the nominations for this year include Best Lead Actor and Actress, Best Picture, Best Animated Feature, and many more. Currently, the predictions are saying Frances McDormand might win Best Actress and Gary Oldman for Best Actor. Head-to-head for Best Picture right now are The Shape of Water, 3 Billboards, and Get Out. Out of all 3, I think Get Out has a good chance of winning, and hopefully Jordan Peele will bring home an Oscar. The Oscars are going to be a real interesting one this year. That's all I have for you today. My name is Sydney Cortez, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much, Sydney.
So a lot has been going on recently.
Yeah.
Let's see. What should we talk about first?
Okay, so let's talk about the Olympics.
Okay.
You watched the opening ceremony.
Yeah, so I watched the opening ceremony with my friends, and I thought that it was really cool. They used a lot of like pre-recorded segments, and they used a lot of, like, I guess you could say artificial intelligence to kind of create like scenes that went beyond what was actually live. So I think that was definitely something different. I mean, it's not, you know, like the summer shows tend to be a lot more like
Watched.
yeah, watched. Yeah, I didn't want to say it like that. Yeah,
time.
yeah. But I mean, I think that it was just a nice, like, cool thing. I think South Korea and they got to put themselves out on like the global stage, and that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, really quickly, I just have to give such big props to anybody who's in the Olympics because, I mean, hey, like you said, we're sitting there watching it in our living room, like eating popcorn, and they're out there actually doing stuff with their life.
Yeah.
I also love curling, as weird as it is. Like, I know it's like how is that a thing? But I
Yeah.
think it's so cool to watch.
Well, so you're our fashion expert. What do you think about some of the weird clothes or the?
I think it's so fun to watch New York Fashion Week because it's like so over the top and no one's actually gonna wear what these clothes are that are on stage. But that's where like you get your inspiration from and where like retailers draw from, and like there's so much floral print this year, and I mean floral print's always kind of in style, but like this year it was crazy how much I saw. And like I was excited to see some of the metallic prints coming out because I feel like some people try to stray away from that. And I mean, yeah, it's over the top, so not everyone's going to love it, but I do think it's such a fun time. And as a cosmetologist, seeing all the hair and makeup, like that's my favorite.
So one of the things that we'd been discussing before the show was, as our resident Jersey girl, can you tell the difference between cheetah and leopard? Because that was a big topic of discussion on the show beforehand.
Kind of, only because my mom like has our like living room decorated, as Jersey as that is, with like leopard, and like she won't get cheetah. Like I was
Are
like, oh
you
my
kidding
god,
me?
let's get this chair. It was like a cheetah chair, and she was like, that's not leopard. Like that doesn't match. So we couldn't get the cheetah chair. We had to get the leopard chair.
There you go. Classic Jersey friends. So unfortunately, that does it for this episode of Backstage Pass. We hope you had as much fun watching it as we did producing it.
If you have any questions or comments about the show, visit our super awesome new website, lasalle.edu/LaSalleTV. On the website, you can find the schedule and more information about the shows themselves. You can email us at lasalletv@lasalle.edu.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaSalleTV. You can also find us on Twitter at LaSalleTVPhilly or BP_LaSalle. We love to continue the discussion after the show, so don't hesitate to tweet us. For Backstage Pass, I'm Ryan Wall.
And I'm Callie Corson. On behalf of myself and the entire Backstage Pass team, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.